So hi everyone, I'm Imogen, and well, with a bit of a pun in the title, you can probably see what's about to come. But I'll start with talking a bit about my journey so far, which looks a bit like this, the kind of career trajectory as a physicist. So starting undergrad in Cambridge, I did my PhD at Warwick in fusion, nuclear fusion. Then I moved into space physics for Queen Mary, and I'm currently at Imperial now. And looking back on the particular career path that I went through is kind of strongly defined by this. So around about, 5 years, although with a history that stretches back many years before that, was when I came out as a trans woman. And when I began my transition mid-scientific career. And I won't sugarcoat it, it was kind of a messy process. There are a number of challenges, not least the kind of statistics you saw in the first introduction. But there are a couple of, difficulties that are specific to transitioning in a scientific job, which I just thought might be nice to kind of sneak in there. For example, for me and for many other trans people who transitioned mid-career, there's kind of two parts to this. So obviously, all of my publications previous, a lot of my undergraduate work, there is always a decision to make about how much of it I want to disclose. Obviously, or not obviously, but the fact of the matter is journals don't let you change your name on your previous publications, for example. That will always be searchable, I can't escape it. It's something I have to live with. Well, it's not ideal, but it's how it is. Another thing you might notice on this particular timeline, which is quite unusual for a kind of a postdoc at this part of my career, is every one of these institutions is in the UK. That is necessary for a lot of trans people because of the importance of continuity of healthcare. We can't afford to jump to a different place, partly because of how slow the NHS works to get you on particular healthcare pathways, but also because you can never be sure that you're going into a supportive environment. It pays to stay where you are. So I'm going to be moving to Southampton next, and I get to keep going, so that's, I'm staying put. But it is not doom and gloom. I've been involved in a lot of good stuff as well. I did have my face up on the big screen in Imperial as well. We've had a bit of a push recently in the physics department to improve LGBT inclusivity between the staff and students. We've set up a support network, we've had some meet and greet events, it's been great fun, a lot of really good student feedback from that. Bit of activism as well. The student newspaper Felix published our piece, an open letter, where we were trying to push Imperial to reaffirm its trans inclusion policy because of some troubling behaviour in social media, shall we say. That got picked up by Pink News and the Telegraph. The Telegraph weren't as kind. Anyway, that's enough about the kind of LGBT background. I want to talk to you about space physics, specifically space plasma physics, which is the field in which I've been working for the past 8 years or so. So when we're talking about space plasma physics, there are two key principles that we need to bear in mind. These two here. First, that space is dynamic. Space is not empty. It's only nearly empty. Here is an ultraviolet image of the corona of the sun. Just stick another picture of the sun in the middle there. And you can see all this structure blowing out here. That is the plasma, an ionized gas, called the solar wind, that's throughout the solar system. The second key point is that space is magnetic. the kind of the solar system, even the local Earth environment, are dominated by magnetic fields. The Sun has an enormous magnetic field, Jupiter has an enormous magnetic field, several of the other planets do, including ours. You can see that this is another image of the surface of the Sun, and it demonstrates one of the key principles in plasma physics, which is that plasma, this ionized gas, is fixed to the magnetic field. You can't move it off the magnetic field lines, which gives you these beautiful structures in the solar corona, these archways, these filaments where the plasma is stuck to those field lines. What that means in practice is that you can't mix plasma in space, and that leads to some real fun effects. So this is transitions in the space part two. I'm particularly interested in a few regions of space, particularly near Earth space, where you're transitioning between different kinds of plasmas. So here's the Sun blowing out its solar wind towards Earth. There is the Earth now. The yellow is its magnetic field, which you might recognize as a bar magnet like this. So there are two main boundaries here. The first one here is called the magnetopause in pink. The magnetopause is the transition region between the Sun's magnetic field and Earth's magnetic field. The second is this green one here, the bow shock. The bow shock is a shock wave. And I'm going to be talking more about shock waves for the rest of the talk, hence the shocking transitions. So what is a shock wave? It is a transition between a supersonic flow and a subsonic flow. You often see them in front of objects moving at faster than the speed of sound, whether that's a speeding bullet like this or a sonic boom from an aircraft. It draws out this kind of parabolic structure here, during which you're kind of changing from real fast moving cool plasma, or gas in this case, to hot, dense plasma. I don't know, I might as well get this video going. So in atmospheres, it's obvious how shocks work. You can slow down the gas just by colliding your particles with each other. In space, you can't do that because there's nothing in space, or there's only a little bit of stuff in space. Instead, you need to use electromagnetic processes to slow down the plasma, and that's what I'm studying, those specific electromagnetic processes. So here is a simulation of Earth's magnetic field in the solar wind. And the shock wave is this kind of blue-green structure here. And you can see how Earth's magnetic field in the growth lines is distorting continuously. So we have some other examples of some shock waves in space. Here is a bow shock in front of a star as it clouds through the interstellar medium. Here is a shock wave, it's a purple structure on the edge of a supernova. And if this noise works, I don't know if there's sound in here, let's find out. Yes, you can hear transition. That is the noise of crossing the shockwave in front of Jupiter with the Juno spacecraft. It's kind of converted into, listenable sound because there's not really sound in space in the way we understand it, but it's a bit of fun. So if we want to understand how shockwaves in space do work, we need an expensive space microscope. And the one I've been looking at is called magnetoscope multiscale. And this is a NASA mission that's actually 4 spacecraft in orbit around Earth right now. And this is a plot of where the spacecraft is earlier today, about 2 hours ago. So the spacecraft is out here orbiting Earth. Here is one of the 4 spacecraft. You can see the person on the right there putting it together. So this was launched by NASA in 2015, and rather than kind of dig into the nitty-gritty of what I've been looking at, I just thought I'd show you some real spacecraft data. So this is entirely public. They've made the full data set public. It takes about a month for the data to be processed. And this is what some of it looks like. So this is magnetic fields here. This is kind of a distribution of ion energies, densities, and velocities. And you can see a number of transitions in here. So this one, these are the magnetic fields. There's a clear boundary here, that's the magnetopoles. And another set of them in here, where you're changing from kind of high density to suddenly very low density, or low speed to suddenly very high speed. So those are when the spacecraft is crossing the shock wave from the Earth's side into the solar wind and vice versa. So these look like discontinuities on this kind of daily scale. And if we zoom in on that, it looks something like this. Well, exactly like this. Usually, sometimes it's different. It's a very exciting environment to work in. But you can see that you have this kind of narrow beam that turns into this very hot, dense plasma. It goes from, well, you can see this is minus 500 kilometers per second, suddenly to very close to zero. Over the time of, this is 2 seconds, maybe less, back like that. So figuring out everything that's going on here is a wonderful challenge, and that's what I'm involved in. So what? It's fun for kind of fundamental plasma physics regions. How do shocks transfer energy in space? That's the fundamental question. How do they accelerate particles in cosmic rays? We think that they do. There's also the kind of, why do regular people care? And that's the stuff like space weather. So in the kind of, during the extreme events, that's solar winds, when you get coronal mass ejections, solar flares, that kind of thing. In the kind of 1 in 30 year worst case scenario events, the damage caused by the power outages and other effects can cause 1 to 30 trillion euros worth of damage. It's an enormous amount. Thankfully, it probably isn't going to be that bad because we have a suite of prediction and measurement satellites in space. So we're working on it, but it is an economically significant project, shall we say. Not just my part, I'm only a tiny little cog, but the whole billions of dollars that NASA and ESA are putting into this. So I'll stop there. I'll just kind of finish on a pretty picture I did of a simulation of a shock, just because everyone loves pretty pictures. This is what shocks look like when you do them on computers. Solar winds, magnetosphere. Thank you very much.